Do you need an easy dessert you can whip up in 15 minutes or less? I've got you covered.
Do you break into a sweat with even the thought of having company? I'm here to help. After trying just a few of my hosting tips, you'll be more than ready to say, come on over.
I've been on a little bit of a dessert kick lately. It's kind of my weak point in the kitchen, and I really wanted to punch up my dessert offerings. So imagine my surprise and delight when I came across this easy chocolate mousse recipe, and we'll link that recipe down below. This is how easy it is, folks. It is 4 ingredients, and you probably already have them in your house. It is chocolate chips, and I like the semi-sweet. It can even lean more towards dark. It is heavy whipping cream, a tiny bit, and I'm talking about 1 tablespoon of powdered sugar and vanilla extract. That is it. Now, you've probably seen mousse recipes out there that called for eggs and you kind of made a custard and there was cooking involved and no, I don't do that.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
I mean, I'm not opposed to doing that for some things, but not for an easy mousse recipe. I have now served this multiple times. People love it. And after I make it for you, you will too. Now, I started with melting the chocolate, and I already did this in the microwave with a little bit of heavy cream because it needed to cool. And it needs to cool for 15 minutes. So this is where the 15 minutes comes in handy. And I've even honestly cooled it in less time. You want to leave it out to cool. Don't put it in the refrigerator because you don't want the chocolate to harden. You just want it to cool down enough to not be hot. So you can see it's super creamy in here. It was 1 cup of chocolate chips, and let's check the recipe, a 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream. I just kept stirring it as I slowly melted it in the microwave, and it's beautiful. So now let's get to the fun part, the whipped cream.
Cool Whip.
Cool Whip.
So the whipped cream, it then calls for another 2/3 of a cup of chilled whipped cream. So we're gonna toss that in here, and you might notice I'm using my mother's old-fashioned Tupperware bowl. I love this thing. You cannot destroy it.
I am the powerful, the pleasurable, the indestructible mousse.
And it's perfect for when you're using a hand mixer. So we've got that in there. It calls for just the tiniest tablespoon of powdered sugar. And then we're going to add, not very much, and I don't always measure it, but I will for you, a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla. Sometimes I just kind of guess them by gosh.
Gee golly, gee gosh, golly gosh.
So we're just going to beat this until stiff peaks form, and I will show you what that looks like. Here we go. Gird your loins.
All right, everyone, gird your loins.
I want to point out that you should stop partway through, scrape down your sides in case any of that powdered sugar didn't get in there or any of that vanilla is clinging to the side. You want to make sure they're all perfectly blended together. And gird your loins. We're going to pause because I'm going to show you that we have not reached this stiff peak phase. See how it's dripping? It's going right back into form. It's not ready. And continue.
A few moments later.
It's so loud! We're pausing to scrape. You can also use a stand mixer, but why get that whole giant piece of equipment out just for this part? Don't have to. We're still not there. It is forming peaks, but they're not stiff enough, and so we continue. Let's take a look. Oh, see how they stay up like little mountain ranges? It's pretty close. I want to go just a little bit more, and it's fun. All right, we're going to call this done. Now, if you grew up in my family, we'd be fighting over the beaters and the bowl at this point, but I'm just going to eject them over here and let it go. All right, so now we have the whipped cream part in here. Now, the recipe says to actually melt the chocolate into a larger bowl, but I've discovered something. I've discovered that if you pour your chocolate into this and you're going to fold it in, you can create kind of a fun pattern with your chocolate and your whipped cream. And I kind of did it by accident the first time, and everybody was like, oh, I loved how it wasn't all mixed together perfectly. And I thought, really? So here I am. I'm folding in by going down under and back up, and you can see how I'm making it nice and stripy and fun, but I'm not going to mix it all the way. I don't need, and neither do you, you don't need to make it perfect because mousse is such a fun dessert. That's all I'm going to do, folks. And then here's the really fun part. You get to start spooning it into the glasses. So I just have these pudding cups, perfect for this kind of dessert, and I'm just filling them, I would say 3/4 of the way full. I picked these up in an estate sale, which I did a whole show on picking up great things at estate sales. We'll link it down below. And just giving them, do you see how pretty it is to have a little bit more chocolate, a little bit more whipped cream? And, you know, I use different glassware for each time I do it. So this is the first time I've put all of it into these, I think. Oh, look, that one's gonna have to stay home because it's got a little bloob on it. Little bloob.
That's what she said. That's what she said. That's what she said.
Okay, here we go. And there's just enough for maybe one more. I might have to get the old spatula out for this one.
See this? Just a spatula, right? Wrong!
This is where the 15 minutes of actual work stops and the chilling begins, because it does need to chill in the refrigerator for a good 2 to 3 hours. Now, I don't know about you, but when you watch cooking shows and they leave all the stuff behind in the container, I'm like, really? Really? We're not gonna do that here. We're gonna put it in here and empty it out, and then we're going to put them in the refrigerator after I cover them with cellophane, and we're gonna come back in a couple of hours and I'll show you how to finish them.
It's not where you start, it's where you finish.
Well, it's been at least 2 to 3 hours, and let's check it, uncover it, and oh, look at the swirly goodness. It's pretty chilly in here, and at this point, you can either just pick up a spoon and shove it in, or if you have company, you can top it. You can top it with more whipped cream. I'm not a huge fan of that, but you can. You can top it by shaving some chocolate over the top of it. You probably have something a little better than this, but this is what I have, and this is what I like to use. You just shave it right over the top, and you create these little chocolate pieces on top. You can also take blueberries and put them on top. You might use blackberries. You might use raspberries, or you might use a combination of each. I mean, how cute is that? And at that point, you can either let it set out for a 15-minute time frame and let it get a little softer, or you can do what I do, take your spoon and just dive in.
I'll have what she's having.
It's light, it's fresh, and it's got just the right amount of chocolatiness to finish a meal.
Chocolate. I remember when they first invented chocolate.
So if you're looking to impress your next guest with a dessert that couldn't be any easier, go for some chocolate mousse. Super mix it until you don't super mix it. We're gonna pause and I'm gonna show you what Steve picks. Who is Steve Picks? We don't know, but he's part of this recipe. Okay, who wants to lick what? And have an easy dessert. I don't know what I'm saying. What am I saying? And impress your next guest. And who wants to lick this ending?
Come on over. Now go make someone feel special today.